Yeah. So what is cloud and why cloud, guys? Guys, does anyone knows what is cloud and why cloud? So as of now, so where we are deploying our servers, guys? As of now, where we are deployed our servers. So where we kept our servers, guys. What is that?
In DBA, sir, in database.
Database.
సర్వర్స్ ఇప్పుడు టామ్ క్యాట్ సర్వర్ మొత్తం అది DBA లోకే.
DBS మనం చెప్పలేదు కదా. You are not a DBA guy.
ఉమ్,
Okay, so where we are keeping our servers, we are keeping our servers in the data center, right?
డేటా సెంటర్.
మనం ఎక్కడ పెట్టాము? ఇంట్లో పెట్టుకుంటే పవర్ లేదు, ఇంటర్నెట్ లేదు, మల్టిపుల్ పవర్లు ఇంటర్నెట్ లేవు. అప్పుడు తీసుకెళ్ళి ఎక్కడ పెట్టాము సర్వర్లు?
డేటా సెంటర్స్ లో పెట్టుకుంటాం.
డేటా సెంటర్ లో పెట్టాం. సో
ఉమ్,
రైట్. సో వాట్ దే ఆర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్? So in the data center, what we did? So we did the virtualization, right? So virtualization and physical servers. So what is that servers? So physical and so this is the physical server and this is a so virtualization. So right, a big innovative thought comes into the picture at the what this is, guys. This is a data center. This is a cloud. So what is cloud? Why cloud? Okay, I will tell you. So what we call it as data center provides the IaaS. What is IaaS? So they are providing infrastructure as a service. So what is this, guys? So infrastructure as a service. What they are providing? Infrastructure as a service. Data center or on-premise environment, they are providing the infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. So if you are having any issue with the physical server, you need to visit the data center and you need to resolve the issues, right? So where is our data center? Data centers are in Hyderabad, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, whatever. Okay. So so whenever you bought the servers, right, in the data center, whenever you kept the servers in the data center, if you're having any issues with that the servers, you need to go to the data center and resolve the issues, right? And so this is one drawback. Okay. And the next drawback is so whenever you keep the servers in the data center, if you are using or if you are not using, so we need to pay the money. If you are using the servers or if you are not using the servers, we need to pay the money. So for example, developers and QA team, development team and QA team, right? So development team and QA team. So we'll work on from morning 9 to 6 or 10 to 7 p.m. Right? So after that, those servers will not use anyone. If it is a production, right? If it is a production server, everyone can use it. Everyone can use it at any time, right? So, but the development server will use only developer, and the QA servers will use only the QA people, right? So after office hours, they are not using that servers, but we are paying the money if you are not using the servers. So, right? Is there any possibility? Yes, there is a possibility. A big innovative thoughts comes into the picture. It reduces the cost from physical to virtualization and virtualization to and data center to cloud. So if you start the servers, if you launch the EC2 instance, for example, if you launch the VM in this server, so what is the slogan of the cloud? pay as you go or pay per use. So pay per use means whenever you use the server, that time only we can pay the money. So here we need to pay the money if you are using or if you are not using. But here, pay as you go. But here pay as you go or pay per use. Whenever you use the server, that time only we can pay the money. So the developer comes at 10 a.m., right? He will start the server at 10 a.m. and he will stop the server at evening, so 7 p.m. Right? After that, whatever the resources are there, right? Those resources will be allocated to the other EC2 instances. So that's the reason why cloud is popular, because of the one reason, pay as you go or pay per use model. Pay per use model. Okay. So how you can so these are the physical servers. If you want to connect these servers or if you want to see the server, so physically located in the some other location. So if it is a cloud server, so you can directly uh, connect to the console and you can directly provision the server easily. Provision the server easily. How? What this cloud is, guys. So here also providing the IaaS. What is it? IaaS. So infrastructure as a service. So it provides the infrastructure as a service. Right? The next, guys. So before how you are doing your banking transactions, guys. Before how you are doing your banking transactions. If you want to send the money from one account to another account, what you can do, guys? What you did? Go to the bank and do the transfer, right? Do the transfer. That time there is no application or a website for the application or a website for the bank. So later they created the app. Same like as a insurance. How you are paying your LNC premiums, guys? So before we are paying LNC premiums through, so we need to go to the office, then we are paying. Now, so there is also a life insurance also provided the apps. So we are paying from online. So the same like as a hospitality. So hospitality also so same. So we are paying the money, so before we are going to the hospital and we are paying the money, right? Nowadays, so we can pay through the online. So right, so everywhere they created their portals, they created their website and automated. They can created their websites and automated. The same like way, a physical data center. I want to create an application for this data center to connect the data center. The thought is nothing but a cloud. What is the thought? So I want to connect a data center. I want to create an application for the data IaaS data center. So the thought is nothing but a cloud. The thought is nothing but a cloud. Guys, understood? What is a
Yes, sir.
cloud? Cloud is a web application, a website for the infrastructure as a service. What they are providing? They created a website to connect to the data centers. So that is nothing but a cloud. That is nothing but a cloud. And so if you create the application for the IaaS, so is it possible to grow the something like, is it possible to migrate the people from data center to cloud? No, it will not. So it will not migrate because of they are providing just application, right? So apart from that, what they are providing? They are providing a services, more services. What that is? IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So they are included the other three services. That's the reason cloud popular. Why cloud popular? Because of they are providing the services like IaaS, PaaS, SaaS services. Okay. So one is pay as you go. Another one is we are only they are providing only the IaaS as a service, but in the data center. But here they are providing a IaaS PaaS SaaS. What is IaaS? What is PaaS? What is SaaS? I will tell you guys. Guys, now you understood the advantages of the cloud. The same guys. So whatever the virtualization concept using in the data center, right? The same virtualization concept is used in the data center. The same virtualization concept is used in the data center. Guys understood? But it's a predefined environment. But it's a predefined environment. So predefined environment. What they are providing here, everything will be taken care by the operation engineers. But here they create some extent level. They create it as a service. So everything will be here as a. So here we need to manually do everything, but here they will provide at a service. So for example, compute service, storage, storage service, network service. The so compute, storage, network, and database. So these all are the core features. So they provided a compute service, storage service, network service, and database service. So, but here, so if you want to provide the network, we need to configure the networks. Storage, we need to configure the servers in the storage. So, compute is nothing but a server. So we need to create the servers. All right, the network, VPC, database, everything through manually. But here, they provide it as a service. If one click, it will automatically create. If one click, it will automatically created. So who created the cloud? Who are the cloud providers? So who are the cloud providers, guys? Does anyone know who are the cloud providers? Guys, who are the cloud providers? So which DevOps we are learning here? Which DevOps course we are learning here? Guys, AWS with DevOps, right? So AWS is the cloud. Azure is the cloud. GCP is the cloud. OCI is the cloud. Okay. And IBM cloud. IBM cloud. Guys, understood? Cloud providers are AWS, Azure, GCP, OCI, IBM. Okay. So and Alibaba. This is the China cloud. Okay, Alibaba is the China cloud. So who are providing the Amazon company provides the AWS, Microsoft company provides the Azure, Google company provides the GCP, Oracle company provides the OCI, IBM company provides the IBM, Alibaba company provides the Alibaba cloud. Guys, now you understood? So what are the clouds? The cloud providers who are providing the cloud. So cloud providers means who are providing the cloud. Those are nothing but a cloud providers. Who are providing the cloud, guys? Guys, speak out. Who are providing the cloud? AWS,
Big four: AWS, Azure, GCP, and Oracle, IBM, and
Oracle, IBM,
others.
Alibaba. These companies are providing the cloud. These companies are providing the cloud. So there is no much difference between data center and cloud. So the same. So whatever the operations we are doing in the data center, the same operations will do the cloud. But these are the what they are provided. They are provided as a service. They are provided as a service. Cloud providers. So what are the cloud services? What are the cloud services they are providing? They are providing the cloud services. IaaS. IaaS. What is IaaS? Infrastructure as a service.
Service.
Infrastructure as a service. What is the next? PaaS. What is a PaaS? Platform as a service. Platform as a service. So what is the SaaS? So what is a SaaS?
Areas is
Service.
Software as a
service.
service. Have we understood? So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and
Service.
software as a service. So what these are? What these are? These all are cloud services. What we call it as, guys? Cloud.
Services.
So these all are the cloud services. These all are the cloud
Cloud.
providers. All these cloud providers provided the cloud services, same cloud service. So, for example, AWS also provides IaaS PaaS as Azure also provides IaaS PaaS as so GCP also same. Okay, IBM also same. OCA also same. Alibaba also same. Guys, now you understood? So what they are providing? The cloud providers are providing the cloud services. So what are the cloud services? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. I will tell you what is platform, what is infrastructure, and the cloud environment. What is that? Cloud environments. So what are the cloud environments, guys? The cloud environments are public cloud. What is that, guys? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. Okay. So what are the cloud environments, guys? So these all are the cloud environments. These cloud environments are applicable for all the cloud providers. So who are the cloud providers? They are providing the public cloud, private cloud, and the hybrid cloud. Yes, understood? These all are providing the AWS provides. AWS provides. AWS provides IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Okay. Okay. Azure also having the same cloud environments. Azure, GCP, IBM, Alibaba. Guys, now you understood? So the core features, the core functionality should be the same. The difference is naming services. The difference is naming services. These are the core services, right? So the naming function should be same. So the difference is the core functionality should be same. The naming convention should be different. The naming convention should be different. Guys, now you understood?
Yes,
Guys, understood?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And
very good. Guys, I will show you. So what exactly is cloud? What are the benefits of cloud? Why need to learn cloud? What cloud options we have? What skills needed to be cloud job ready? What needs to be cloud job ready? What is a cloud, guys? Cloud computing is a on-demand delivery of IT services over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. What is that? So cloud computing is a on-demand delivery of IT services over the internet. So what it is providing? It is providing over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Instead of buying, owning, maintaining physical data centers and servers, You can access the technology service such as computing power, storage, and databases on an as needed basis from your cloud providers such as Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform Engine. Is understood? So this is nothing but a cloud. We can use the cloud. So where we can use the cloud, we can use application, platform, infrastructure. Okay. So what are the benefits of cloud? What are the benefits of cloud? Cost saving, automated updates on the software, disaster recovery, 24 by 7 availability, security. So the footprint and sustainable and scalability, enhanced collaboration, all over functioning, easy management. So why need to learn cloud? So cloud is a high demand. All industries embarrassing cloud, moving from on-premise to public cloud to save the cost. So which is creating demand for cloud engineers and more opportunities. So future proof of cloud. Cloud computing is a demand from last many years and in future also going to stay and even grow further, which simply create more opportunities for the cloud architects, engineers, and application developers. Application developers. Is understood? So increase your professional profile also. It will increase your professional profile also. So if you learn basics of cloud, then you can transfer your current skills set to automation, development, networking in the cloud. It will definitely increase your professional profile. Additionally, if manage to keep learning, keep achieving new skills and gain cloud certifications, then it will be more awesome. Personal growth and future growth. What is the personal growth, guys? The purpose of learning cloud is not just about getting a job in a company. If you become skilled enough, you can start your startup company or you can offer cloud consulting services or just as a hobby solve traditional problems with cloud skills. Not just that. The skills you gain through cloud learning journey, you can use it as you see for fit up to the your creativity. High earnings. So when the demand of a cloud professionals is high than the current available talent. So you have potential to gain high earnings. You have potential to gain high earnings. So what cloud options we have? Types of cloud on usage, something like what is that? So public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. Okay, I will tell you guys what is public, what is cloud. So what is the cloud options? We have types of cloud. So something like this is the cloud services, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So I will tell you guys more what is. So what is that? So cloud on-premise hybrid. What is a cloud? A cloud-based application is fully developed in the cloud and all parts of the application runs in the cloud. Application in the cloud have either been created on the cloud or have been migrated from an existing infrastructure to take advantage of the benefits of cloud computing. Cloud-based applications can be built on low-level infrastructure pieces or can use higher level of services that provided abstraction from the management. So architecting and scaling requirements of core infrastructure on-premise. So deploying resources on-premise using virtualization and resource management tool is sometimes called as a private cloud. On-premise deployment does not provide many of the benefits of a cloud computing, but sometimes sorts of its ability to provide a decent resources. In most cases, this deployment model is the same as legacy data infrastructure while using the application management and virtualization technologies to try and increase the resource utilization. What is a hybrid? A hybrid deployment is a way of connecting infrastructure and application between cloud-based resources and existing resources like infrastructure, data center that are not located in the cloud. The most common method of hybrid deployment in between cloud and existing on-premise infrastructure to extend and grow the organization infrastructure into the cloud while putting to the cloud resources in the internal system. Okay, the top cloud providers. What are the top cloud providers? So AWS, Microsoft, and Google. So Amazon Web Service is the world most comprehensive and board adopted cloud platform offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. Millions of customers, including the fastest growing startup, largest enterprises, and leading government agents are using AWS to lower cost, become more agile and innovative faster. So Microsoft, the Azure cloud platform is more than 200 products and services designed to help you bring new solutions to the life to solve today's challenges and create the future. Build, run, and manage applications across multiple clouds on on-premise and the edge, the tools and frameworks you choose. So Google Cloud Platform offered by the Google is the suite of Google computing services that runs on the same infrastructure that Google services that uses internally for the end user products such as Google Search, Gmail, file storage, and YouTube, along a set of management tools that provides a series of modular cloud services including compute, data store, data analytics, and machine learning. Yes, understood? So what skills needed to be the cloud job ready? Basic knowledge in the depth understanding of a compute storage, networking, security, database knowledge on the popular databases such as MongoDB, MySQL expected. So virtualization and containerization in modern world. So knowledge of a OS, virtualization and application containerization is must. API and JSON. While working with the cloud, often we have to integrate or work with the different APIs. So API fundamentals, fundamental knowledge and no JSON experience. Cloud service platform. So gaining through a understanding of the CSP marketing is a good standard point. Familiarize yourself with AWS, Azure, GCP, or other companies with the cloud platforms, including IBM, Dell, Cisco Systems, Oracle Cloud. Okay. Yeah. So Linux and shell scripting, you just need a Linux and the programming optional. Program is optional. Automation. Automation one of the most significant benefits of the cloud services. So if application can programmed to make their own correct and decision without human intervention, it can increase efficiency of a course. Cloud professionals have to role to play facilitating this kind of automation. Especially they need to be well versed in the mechanics of a business cloud architecture and the different components that interact with are dependent on the other. So metrics and analytics, cost management, the ability to determine and monitor cost and workload estimation are valid skills. So for instance, they have enabled to the pinpoint if and where the certain set of data limits are being exceeded. So which can lead the business incurring unforced cost. It also enables the identification and elimination of any features that are not being used. Okay, guys. So this is nothing but why, where, use, and I will tell you the other things. Yeah. So now you understood, right, guys? What is a cloud computing? Why we go for cloud computing? History and origins of cloud computing, characteristics of cloud computing, types of cloud services, software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, cloud implementation type one conclusion. So what is the agenda for this module one introduction to cloud comp? So what is that, guys? Guys, can you speak out? Can you read it?
Yeah, what
What
is
is?
cloud computing? Why
Hmm.
we go cloud computing? History and organization of cloud computing. Characteristics
Hmm.
of cloud
Cloud
computing.
computing, types
Services.
of cloud services,
Services.
software as
Platform as
a
a
service,
Hmm.
infrastructure services. Cloud.
platform
Software
as
as
a
a
service,
service.
infrastructure as a service,
Hmm. Platform as
cloud
a
implementation types.
so platform as software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So cloud implementation types under conclusion. Right, guys. Yeah. So what is a cloud service? I already told you, right? So what is a cloud service? So the on-demand IT related infrastructure will be provided under the cloud, which are connected to the internet. If you have an internet, you can connect the cloud services and solutions that are delivered and consumed in a real time over the internet or cloud services. So when you store your photos online, use webmails or social networking site, or you will use the cloud computing services. So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a delivery model of computing services over the internet. What is that? Cloud computing is a delivery model of computing services over the internet. It enables real-time development and delivery delivery of broad range products, services, solutions. So cloud computing is a style of computing. Cloud computing is a style of computing where massively scalable IT-related capabilities are provided as a service across the internet to multiple external customers. Is understood? So what is a
Yes,
cloud computing? What are computing and software resources that are delivered on demand as a service is called as a cloud computing. Okay. So why we go for a cloud computing? So lower computing cost, improved performance, reduced software cost, instant software updates, unlimited storage capacity, increased data reliability. So device independent and always on, anywhere and any place. So free from maintenance and no need to know. So free from maintenance and no need to know. History and origins of cloud computing. Guys, now you understood? History and origins of cloud computing. So in 1996, supercomputers mainstream came into the picture. In 1999, arrival of first milestone for cloud. So who provided AWS? So launch AWS, some launch of Imagine Web 2000, 2000 S3 bucket and 2006. So it released as a Windows. So Windows and AWS. So AWS service and they validated. So something like in 2008, Windows, Google, they provided the cloud. In 2011, the Amazon company provided the Amazon Web Services, AWS. AWS is nothing but A means Amazon, W means web, so S means services. Amazon Web Services. Amazon company provided the web services over the internet called as a web services. Not called as a web services. You guys understood?
yes, understood.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Sub cloud. So on-demand self-service, flexible pricing, pay-per-use, and rapid elasticity, resource pooling, ubiquitous network access, cloud. Okay, so on-demand self-service, ubiquitous network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and flexible pricing. Okay, characteristics of cloud computing: on-demand self-service, ubiquitous networks, resource pooling, and rapid elastic, flexible pricing. Characteristic of cloud computing. What are the characteristics of on-demand self-service, ubiquitous network access, resource pooling, and rapid elasticity? Okay, rapid elastic, flexible pricing. Right. So the virtualization, rapid elastic, flexible pricing. So rapid elasticity, flexible pricing is flexible pricing, pay per use. These are the application platform, somewhere the platform and the now infrastructure. Yes, understood? Yes, one second. Yeah, guys. So what is so infrastructure, platform, and application? Yeah, now I will tell you what this is. This is a server, or this is a virtual machine. What this is? So this is a virtual machine. In the virtual machine, what we need to install, guys? Guys, how you can interact with this virtual machine? Guys,
With
how you
comments,
are interacting? Huh?
with comments.
How you are interacting with this VM or a physical machine? So this is a physical server. How we can interact with this physical server? So if you are interacting with any hardware, definitely there will be a. So you are using your mobile phone, right? The hardware. So how you are interacting with your hardware? How you are interacting with your laptop? How you are interacting with your Wi-Fi routers?
With
So what
servers,
we learn,
servers,
what we learn, guys. ఎక్కడున్నారు guys? CentOS 7 or CentOS. OS, we need a OS to interact the server, right? So what this is? This is nothing but a infrastructure as a service. What this is? Infra as a service. What is this? IaaS. What this is? This is a IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Now you understood what is IaaS? So up to we need to buy the server, we need to keep it in the data center, and we need to install the OS. This is nothing but an infrastructure as a service. So after that, what we need to do? We need to install the softwares, right? So what are the softwares we need to install? For example, this is the Tomcat. What this is? This is a web server. So we install the Tomcat and we install the Java also. What we install, guys? So we install the Java and Tomcat. So why we need to install the Java and Tomcat? To deploy the application. To deploy the application. Up to this, up to this. If you take the platform as a service means up to software install installations, up to software installations. So why up to software installations? For example, you are a developer. Who are you guys? You are a developer. You are a developer. You know how to develop the code, right? You developed the code. So where we can deploy this code, guys? So we can deploy this code on the server. But you don't know the server administration because of you are a developer. You don't know how to deploy this code. So what we need a server and we need a software. Then, so we can copy this code into this. So we can copy this code into the, yeah, so you can able to copy this code deployment. So the other guy came into the picture and I don't know anything. I want a software. I want a software, something like a shipyard or something like whatever it may be, guys. Now are not related to IT field. They want a software for their industry. They came and they came into the cloud and they asked. So they asked. So if you took infrastructure as a service, they will provide the infrastructure as a service, up to infrastructure as a service, and they will manage up to infrastructure as a service. If anything happens on the infrastructure up to infrastructure, if you took as infrastructure, they will manage. So if you took as a PaaS, right, a platform as a service. What is that? So PaaS, platform as a service. So up to software installations, they will take care of it. And if you want to install the software, if you install if you need IaaS, PaaS, and the SaaS. SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. What they are providing? They are providing the infrastructure as well as platform and code also. And code also. Now you understood, guys? So what is infrastructure as a service? What is platform as a service? What is software as a service? Guys, understood? Any doubts? Guys,
No, no,
understood or huh? Any doubts? No doubts?
no doubts. Anna.
Understood now? What is IaaS? What is PaaS? What is SaaS? Something like first we need to build the infra, then we need to install the software, then we deploy the applications. Right? So the cloud service layers, software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure as a service is nothing but IaaS is the delivery of the technology infrastructure as on-demand scalable service. So PaaS provides all the facilities required to support the complete lifecycle of the building and delivering the web application and services entirely from the internet. SaaS is software as a service delivery, the software delivery methodology that provides a license to multi-tenant access to the software and its functions remotely web-based services. So what they are providing, infrastructure as a service is servers, networking, storage, data centers, and firewall load balancer. So platform as a service, middleware, development tools, database, Java runtime, and Apache application runtime. So software as a service, they are providing the industry applications, email, business process here. Okay. So what are the cloud service models and comparison? So the cloud service models are traditional and IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. So traditional is nothing but a data center. What is that? Traditional is nothing but a data center. So everything will be taken care by our own. Everything will be taken care by our own. So the infrastructure and the software installation and the deployment will be taken care by the everything. So right. So you see, so here, so OS, virtualization, server, storage, networking, middleware, runtime, data, application, everything will be taken care by the our own. If you took as a data centers, if you took as a IaaS infrastructure as a service, the cloud companies managing up to OS. Up to OS they will manage. So middleware, runtime, data applications will be taken care by the taken care by you. So if you took as a PaaS, so up to runtime means OS installation, software installations up to runtime. So they will take care of just you will take care of the application deployment and so if you took as a SaaS, they will take care everything. If you took as a data center, you will take care anything. You will take care everything. If you took as a SaaS, they will take care of everything. They will take care of everything. Guys, now you understood cloud service models. So what are the cloud service models? IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Guys, now you understood? Guys, cloud implementation types. Cloud environment, something like a private cloud, hybrid cloud, public cloud. So what is a private cloud? Internal cloud data center agility, enterprise data center automation, firewall security, and private cloud. So if you took as a private cloud, if you took as a private cloud, so they will provide a separate cloud, separate servers. Those are not connecting to the any other clouds. They will provide the private cloud. So what is a public cloud? So public cloud, right? A pay as you go model or a pay per use. So whenever yes, when you server you stop it. So when you stopped the server, whenever you work done, you stopped the server. That time, whatever the resources, CPU and RAM resources will allocate to the another people. So another server. That's the reason. So we need to pay as you go or pay per use model because of the resources. Whenever you shut down the server, right? The resources will be allocated to the other server. That's the reason the payment will start from the other server whenever you start. So that's the reason whenever you use that server, right, then only we can pay the money. That is nothing but a so public so hybrid cloud is nothing but a the combination of a private cloud and public cloud. So in our industry or in our organization, we need a private cloud and public cloud. So what is that? For example, your industry is something like a the scientist something like you are doing some scientist something like some innovations. So we don't want to see the other people. So we need a separate cloud. For that you can use the private cloud. After completion of your innovation, right, a product will be delivered. So that product will be showcased to the people. So for that purpose, we can use the public cloud. Guys, now I understood. So what is a public cloud and private cloud? So if you want a both private and public cloud, you can choose the hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud contains a public and private cloud. Okay, guys, understood? So public cloud owned and managed by the service provider, made available in the general public or a large industry groups. Okay. So private cloud operated slowly for organization, may be managed by the organization or a third party, limited access to the enterprise and partner. So what is a hybrid? So composition of two or more clouds, private and public, bound together by standardized or proprietary technology that enables the data and application portability. That enables portability. So what is the conclusion, guys? The conclusion is cloud computing is the fastest growing part of network based computing. It provides a tremendous benefits to customers for all sizes, simple users, developers, enterprises, and all types of organizations. What is that? The cloud computing is the fastest growing part of network based computing. It provides a tremendous benefits to customers for all sizes, simple users, developers, enterprises, and all types of organizations. Guys, understood?
Yes, sir, understood.
Understood, right? Now, so what is cloud? Why cloud? Now you understood, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you, guys. So we'll continue from Monday. So what we will show it on Monday. So introduction to AWS. So now this part is for every cloud. So this part is for the cloud implementation is it will be applicable for Azure, GCP, Oracle, AWS, right? That SaaS, PaaS implemented all the cloud providers. Okay, so these are all the core functionalities. It will be applicable for the every cloud. It will be applicable for every cloud. So if you want to, if you learn any one of the cloud, right, it will be easy to understand the other cloud also because of the core functionality should be same. The naming convention should be different. So here we call it as a EC2 instance. In Azure we call it as a VM. In GCP, we call it as a compute engine. On Oracle, we call it as a compute engine. Right? The naming convention should be different. The core functionality should be same, guys. The core functionality should be same. Okay? So what we will discuss on Monday. So what is AWS? Benefits of using AWS, extend origins of AWS, AWS cloud, AWS components, AWS services, AWS regions, AWS availability zones, AWS edge locations, AWS certification. So we'll discuss on Monday, guys. So we'll discuss these on Monday. Monday you will get a good clarity, guys. You will get a good clarity. Guys, understood?
Okay, Anna.
So what is that? This cloud, right? What is this? This is a API. What this API? For example, if it is a AWS, so you can use AWS dot console. So this is the management consequence. AWS dot Amazon.com. AWS, sorry, that's AWS dot. Yeah. So this is the management console, guys. So you want to create an account or you want to sign in? Just sign in. So I'm signing into the root account. What is that? UJTech password. MFA multi-factor authentication means. We need also to- What is this? Zero. 001 644. Guys, this is the AWS console. You can understand? So this is the AWS console, and so another one is for Azure, the other one is for okay. Yes, yes. So these all are the services they are providing. What is service? I will tell you. Okay. Now you know the cloud services. Cloud services are IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, but so AWS having their own services. I will tell you those services tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys. So we'll continue from Monday.
Okay.